I'm in the middle of training chest and tris using a technique I call alternating rest-pause training. That makes this the perfect time to teach you guys the details of this very effective technique. Many of you may be familiar with the training technique called rest-pause. As the name implies, this technique simply involves taking a short rest, say 10 to 15 seconds, in the middle of a set, and then continuing with the set. The short pause provides your muscles' energy systems a short recovery period, allowing them to generate more energy so that you can do more reps than you normally would if you just did the set straight through without taking a rest. There are two ways that rest pause is most commonly used. Bodybuilders often use the rest pause technique for boosting muscle size. They do this by taking a set to muscle failure, then resting for just 10 to 15 seconds before continuing the set until they reach muscle failure again. Powerlifters often use rest pause for increasing muscle strength. They do this by using a weight that can normally be done for about 3 to 5 straight reps. But instead of doing the reps straight through, they do one rep, then rest 10 to 15 seconds. Then they do another rep and rest another 10 to 15 seconds. And then they do another rep and rest another 10 to 15 seconds. They continue doing this until coming close to muscle failure, which will be more than the 3 to 5 reps that they could have normally completed with that weight. Alternating rest pause is an entirely different way to use the rest pause technique. Instead of completely resting between the short pauses, one side of your body will be working while the other side is resting. This technique not only boosts muscle size, but also muscle strength. Let me take you through a sample set using the alternating rest pause technique on the one-arm Smith machine incline bench press. First, choose a weight that limits you to about 6 to 8 normal straight reps. Some of you will need to choose a weight that's closer to your 10 rep max. It all depends on your strength and your muscle endurance. Start by doing 3 reps with your right arm. Place your right hand on the bar where you normally would for a 2-arm incline bench press. Then carefully switch arms and do 3 reps in the same manner with your left arm. You'll go back and forth from right arm to left arm, doing 3 reps with each arm for 3 cycles, which completes 9 reps with each arm. While one arm is working, the other is recovering during the rest pause. After the first 9 reps are completed, you will continue the set by doing 2 reps per arm for 2 cycles, for 4 more reps per arm to complete 13 reps on each side. Then you continue the alternating rest-pause set with one more rep per arm, and then you're finally done. At the end of the set, you've completed 14 reps with a weight that you normally could do only about half that many reps with. With the alternating rest-pause training technique, you're essentially completing more reps with a given weight. That means you're doing more volume for each muscle group. And increasing volume is critical when it comes to muscle growth. And let's not forget the muscle confusion that this technique will impose on your muscle fibers. Your muscles are not used to doing a few reps, then resting a few seconds, then pumping out a few more reps, and then resting a few more seconds, and so on. No, your muscles are used to completing as many consecutive reps as they can do before reaching muscle failure. Simply mixing up how you do a set, like this, is enough to shock your muscles into growing bigger and stronger. Plus, the alternating rest-pause training technique will allow your muscles to reach muscle failure at a much higher rep range. This amplifies the level of fatigue your muscles reach, and that leads to higher levels of critical anabolic hormones and growth factors such as growth hormone, testosterone, and insulin-like growth factor 1, which will push muscle growth and strength gains even further. Finding the exact weight to use with this technique may take a little trial and error. If you can do more than one rep in the final rest pause of the third set, then increase the weight by 5 to 10 pounds in your next workout. If you can't get that final rep in the third set, then decrease the weight by 5 to 10 pounds in your next workout. If you can't complete the final rep in set 1 or set 2, then reduce the weight by 5 to 10 pounds on your next set. When choosing your weight, I suggest you err on the side of going too light. You can always increase the weight on your next set or your next workout. Allow your body to adjust to the technique and then increase the weight. Now that you know the basics on how to use this technique, let me give you some pointers on some of the exercises that I included in this alternating rest-pause training program. We'll start with workout 1, which hits chest and triceps. You'll start this workout with 3 sets of the one-arm dumbbell bench press. You can do this exercise by either using just one dumbbell and switching arms between rest pauses, or by holding 2 dumbbells and working with just one arm at a time. While this version may feel a little more stable to you, the one dumbbell version has been shown to better activate the core muscles, as discussed in Muscle and Fitness Raw number 18, Hardcore Training. Next up in the chest workout is the one-arm Smith machine incline bench press, which I've already shown you how to do. The third exercise for chest is the one-arm low pulley cable crossover. I prefer to do this exercise while holding both sides of the cables and working just one arm at a time while the resting arm holds the other cable. This allows for better stability during the exercise. The chest workout finishes with the one-arm cable crossover. You can do this exercise either by holding just one side of the cable and switching arms as demonstrated here, or by holding both sides of the cables and alternating arms as shown here. Next, you move on to triceps. The first triceps exercise is the one-arm push-down or press-down, which is fairly straightforward to perform. After 3 sets of push-downs, you move on to 3 sets of the one-arm lying triceps extension. While you can bring the dumbbell down towards your head like a normal line triceps extensions, I prefer to do these across the body as shown here. You finish triceps with the one-arm dumbbell overhead extension, which you should be familiar with. Workout 2 trains legs. Most of the leg exercises are self-explanatory, but one quick note on the one-leg press. To do the one-leg press, place your foot on the foot plate of the leg press in the same place you would put your feet when performing the regular leg press with both legs. In workout 3, you hit shoulders and traps. See how to do the one-arm dumbbell overhead press in Muscle and Fitness Raw number 18, Hardcore Training. To do the one-arm dumbbell bent over lateral raise, hold the dumbbell in your right hand as you bend over at the hips so that your torso is parallel with the floor. Maintain a slight bend in your elbow as you raise your arm straight up as high as you can. Slowly lower the dumbbell back to the start position and repeat for reps. You can see how to do the one-arm Smith machine shrug by watching Muscle and Fitness Raw number 52, one-arm Smith machine shrug. Workout 4 trains back and biceps. You can see how to properly perform the dumbbell power row by watching Muscle and Fitness Raw number 33, dumbbell power row. And for the one-arm lat pull down, watch Muscle and Fitness Raw number 41, one-arm pull down. To do the one-arm seated cable row, sit on a cable seated row bench with only your right leg and glute on the bench and your right foot placed on the foot plate where you normally would place your left foot. Your left foot will be placed on the floor to support you. This position allows you to keep the line of pull of the cable straight as you pull the handle toward your right hip. Get in the same position for the left side with your left leg on the bench and your right foot on the floor. For most of the biceps exercises, your best bet is to hold both dumbbells and alternate arms. This will keep the intensity up as it will minimize the time it takes to switch arms. To get the full workout program so you can see how to incorporate these exercises into the plan, head to my website, jimstoppani.com.